9, CJ I. Now I gotta roll with ice. No rush, go on, you dumb. Pushing, show me you dumb. Peace and love, turn to peace and gloves. Now you got a deal run.
Quick video here. I'm just doing like a quick test on two things. One is the camera. I'm using this Rode wireless mic. I mean, you can see it in there. But I got it zip tied. And then it's right in there. So I think I can actually ride with this like so. And I'm going to try and do that while I'm trying my second thing, which is I just saw on Rich Larson's page there, his Instagram, he was talking about practicing full lock turns, and look pretty cool. I'm going to give it a go, see what happens. Figure that's a good way to get some practice on technical skills. So full lock. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, full lock. I also have my what do you call it, the buffers taken out, like the lock, how far it will go. So my bolts are removed entirely. So this is max radius, or minimum radius I should say. Full lock right now. Oh yeah. Alright, let's see if we can try it the other way now. Probably won't be as good as this way. It's hard to keep that lock because you kind of got this balance between like momentum, but also balance. Because if you can't do those corrective little things at all. So there's a lot of clutch control, which is good. You know, one of the key things here with hard enduro riding is that clutch control. So yeah, it's a cool little drill, full locks, turns. Thanks, Rich Larson. I'll have to start wearing my Vans now for riding. Very cool. Yeehaw! Another good drill, of course. Just trying to see how slow you can go. Uh-oh, I tore up the grass. Yikes. I wonder if you guys can hear me okay on this headset, because maybe this is a good way to do the races, right? Problem is on the GoPro, because you got to use the media mod, it's a bit bulky, so I don't know how well it will work for races. I'm a little concerned that I might end up breaking it. Nah. These are the type of skills that, I mean, no one wants to go out and practice this sort of stuff all day. Everyone wants to just go ride and you're out with your buddies, and it's just kind of like, let's just go have fun. Let's go climb the big hill. Let's go hit that jump. But this sort of stuff, the boring, slow stuff, that, you know, you either show up half an hour before everyone gets there, or you do it when everyone's done, or you just do it like me in the backyard, tearing up your grass, and hope your wife doesn't see it. These are the things that really help with all the control that you need for those technical skills, hard enduro riding. So I highly recommend it. I'll often come out here for like 45 minutes at a time and just try and pretend I'm Rich Larson. Fail miserably. But, you know, Rich started somewhere too. Yeah, and these are the sort of drills that get you there. Okay, it's like the least exciting dirt bike video in the world. It's as slow as I can go with the color commentary. Man, I'm not as good as I was last year. Fading. Better get that sorted before Romaniacs. Yeah. I don't know what I'm actually trying to accomplish here. Because that's another good thing whenever you're reading this really good book right now called Peak by Anders Ericsson. It talks about the benefit of sustained practice and focus practice, and how people actually become very good at what they do. And what the research shows is that it's not just about doing the same thing over and over again. I see this all the time because guys have been riding for 10-15 years, and over that time they've never got really all that much better. They just continue to do what they're doing, ride the same way, because they're never practicing these type of boring skills to improve and get to that next level. And this is what it takes. Like I said, no one wants to go and just stand still on their dirt bike for 45 minutes, but there could be worse things. I mean, I'm having a lot more fun than I was at work today. So this is good stuff, right? Like, take the time to practice. If you want to improve your skills, you got to do focused, deliberate practice, and also have metrics. That's the way you can actually tell if you're improving, to make those small adjustments. Like, I'm not counting it now because I'm talking while I'm doing it, but normally I'd be trying to figure out how long I can hold these things for. And I'm sort of consistently doing it for about 10 seconds before. Now not so much, but you can imagine. Same thing with like pivot turns, right? Only a couple years ago I really didn't get that down at all. I'm actually going to go to different areas so I don't get in trouble. Hang on a second here. I got like a designated pivot turn area that I'm allowed to do that at. So I'm always super cool about it. Despite how much I destroy everything around here, she lets me do this stuff. But this is my pivot turn area, and you might have saw a video last year where I just practiced, and kind of coming back to that same thing where it's boring, and it's boring to watch me do it. So kudos if you're still watching. But this is exactly how you get better at these things, is figuring out the time, put aside, and just say, okay, I'm going to do these windshield wipers up back and forth up this slight gradient, and just get that dialed in. And when you get those skills dialed in, like, I can't tell you how many times that came in handy last year doing some of these hard enduros. So, but if you got to get comfortable with that, and there's all these small skills you can do like that, or you can do one of these skills where just kind of get your bike up and try and hold it stationary. And it may look like a bit of a party trick, but you're actually creating these great little skills that you can imagine right now. If I'm on the side of a cliff and I need to turn my bike, turns off, whoops, doesn't matter, start it back up, turn your bike, right? How handy is that on a ledge? If you can get that consistently, then you're going to be laughing, because that's going to seem as easy or consistent as a move as getting over a log or something like that. So take the time, dedicate the time to just learn these silly little skills, like bringing your bike up and holding it there. You can even try and walk it up a little bit. That's another good balance skill. And then you also get very familiar with the clutch and how it feels when the bike is up like that, because if your bike goes up and you kind of feel like, oh, I know what to do here, I know how to hold it, I know how to lay it down, I know how to get back on it, ride it. No, I was going to say ride it out, but it's stalled. But again, a lot of my pseudo lessons here, you're going to have to rely on your imagination. But yeah, just these skills like this where you're kind of practicing these little windshield wiper pivots. Last time when I was here with Rob from Moto Valley, we set up some pylons, made a little game of it. It was super cool. So, if you need to make practice fun, then make it fun, and you're going to get better. And like I said, I'm certainly no Rich Larson, but geez, I couldn't do anything like this a couple of years ago, and it's just taking the time to play around on your dirt bike so that when it does count and you're doing a hard enduro and there's some goon right there and you need to go over there, and hopefully you can just do exactly that. All Anyway, short, kind of weird video, and hopefully this worked. Thanks for watching, and I'm gonna rip around and tear up my yard a little bit more. Avoid the pool. Going down isn't bad, you just can't fall into the pool. Oh yeah. Does anyone know how to change your YouTube channel so privacy settings won't allow your spouse to see it? Yikes.